the combustion analyzer.
What do you mean? Gotta have my breakfast.
I have no option, okay? So
This thing switched
yeah,
so
no
often.
problem.
So I just want to.
Okay.
Hello.
You know how many times?
So one of the key points about documenting this process, and the reason that I keep coming back to documenting, is I really want to prove to everybody out there that you can in fact build a big business and raise a family at the same time and spend time with your family, and do things like going to pick your kids up and drop them off and support your wife in whatever ways that she might need it. You know, the old school thought process of entrepreneurship is, you know, work 16 hours a day till you can't open your eyes anymore, and then, you know, go to sleep and wake up and do it all over again 7 days a week. When in fact, that is not the case anymore, because of technology, because of communication, because of changes. And so my biggest goal with documenting these videos is to prove and to help change the mindset of the rest of the contractors that I'm involved with and that consume this content, to prove to them that they can do it too, that they don't have to sacrifice time with their family in order to build a big business. They might have to sacrifice profit, and I think that's a key point, but they won't have to sacrifice time with their families. I really think that it's a subject that doesn't get talked about a lot. People talk about KPIs and how to measure performance, but to me, the biggest thing that no one's talking about right now is the fact that you cannot put a number or a value or a measurement on your time. Got about 12 minutes to eat lunch, and then off to the school to pick up my kid. Back to the grind. It's 2:15. I need to hit Best Buy, buy a watch for one of our technicians who exceeded 10 reviews in a month, which was this is the same thing that we face day in and day out as business owners. Is, yeah, you may have a blueprint or you may have a layout and you may think you have the path, but there's always a roadblock, there's always a hurdle, there's always something that stops you, and you've got to be able to bob and weave and get away and go over things and climb fences. And I think that's probably the biggest or the hardest part of this game of entrepreneurship, is when things go wrong, how do you deal with them? Some people take failure personal, and they end up getting all emotional and upset about it, when in reality, shit happens. You just gotta get back up and keep it moving. So, back to the office, 9 minutes till the meeting.
All into, yo, if you need it, let me know, and, you know, I rue the day. Like,
Yeah,
like for myself.
Okay, just checking.
yeah.
Part of your job is that on a daily basis, if you know Ben has jobs tomorrow that he's running that are starting, you need to send a reminder with the dollar amount.
So if I have a work order or dollar amount, it's fine.
Don't we have a specific?
Did you charge your credit card?
There's this stigma about meetings and whether they're productive or not. The one thing that I wanted to say about meetings is meetings create accountability. When you put your team together in a room and you're able to list the things or write the list of tasks down that everybody's responsible for, and just, it's a reminder, right? Meetings are all about accountability. You put the tasks on a list, you hold the people that are accountable, and all of a sudden, work gets done. Because it's not only that people don't want to let you down as their boss, but people don't want to let their team down. No one ever wants to let their team down as long as they're a team player. So as much as meetings might be a pain in the ass, and sometimes they feel like they just get in the way and they don't allow you to be productive during that time at your desk or wherever you're at, they are absolutely important and a big part of growth, because meetings help people understand why things are changing in the direction that the company is going. And the more you can talk about the direction that the company is going, the more that people will follow you in that direction.
Yeah, we'll let him know. We'll let them know that we're doing that for them. Work order.
And then
Ready? Break. 18 by 3.
Heading to go see the kids. The one thing I'll say to kind of wrap today up, because it has been a little while since I've done these, is great culture and great communication build great companies. And I think I'm proving that through this process of documenting, and you guys seeing that communication is important and that culture is important. Because no matter what customers that you get, no matter how great your sales team is, if you don't have great communication and great culture, your company isn't going to go the places that you want it to.